Hey everyone, come on. We're assigning roles today and we still need a drummer. Our sidekick jumps in and says, "Oh, the Tales of Marky. Last I checked, he claimed he organized a band during my undercover mission who knew he was taking notes, so our hero became the drummer but knew nothing. Not even basics. Practicing, he sounded like a puppy chasing its tail. He even got the sweetest girl in class riled up." Just then, the teacher strolls over and asks, "Hey Shen, are you not up to it?" Our main dude flew into a rage. As a man, he wouldn't back down. So, he went into intense practice. He practiced still strained, no complaints just for pride. After school, invited everyone to his place for extra drills. Everyone heard the rumors. The sidekick's sister is a total knockout. Today's reveal had all the guys' jaws on the "take your time sitting down," she says, and those guys bolted after her like moths to a flame. Fast forward to cultural festival day. Dad showed up. All 27 classmates were on stage. Together, they left all the pressure and drama behind for this song. Years later, they'd look back and say with pride, "We, as a class, play this song together now. That's true youth." Back in class, they prepped to surprise a birthday cake. Got to thank the universe for the energy in this class. Suddenly, one sharp-eyed classmate noticed 28 candles on that cake. Our little book said, "Because it looks cooler." It was also the first time our main dude felt real kindness, and it had him crying tears of this guy was on the mountain praying, only to realize surprise. It's his high school teacher. In panic, he quickly pulled his hand back and fled. The next day, he peeked in the classroom, terrified the teacher might recognize. Then he realized the teacher wasn't wearing glasses. Gathering courage, he entered the class with the sidekick and wasn't recognized. Just a heads up, you're expected for graduation on February 14th, but it's also again election day. Time to face off with his brother. But graduation was huge for him. It's a promise to the class beauty. In these final days, everyone in class got into their dream colleges. With help from the teacher and sidekick, our main dude hit the books hard. Test day rolls around, and the teachers prepared a special exam center just for him. Those familiar questions were no longer scary. In the end, he scored a perfect 130 above the pass mark. The principal congratulated him in person. Next month, had graduate with his classmates. Back in class, he spotted a Valentine's gift from the beauty, and his heart was doing cartwheels. But now wasn't the time for hearts and flowers. He had to rush to the gang elections. When he finally made it, his brother had already finished speaking, and the applause was deafening. Gripping his notes, he walked up. Could he wow the crowd? But then he realized. Wait a minute, his little brother mixed up the pudding recipe with the speech. Next thing he knew, the script was now paper ball flying through the air. Instead of flipping out, he decided to speak his heart. This time, he wasn't just some troublemaker shouting threats. He felt like a little brother, filled with love and friendship, and overwhelmed with warmth. Strong as steel every day, his heartfelt speech moved everyone in the crowd. He won by mere 9 votes. But unexpectedly, his total votes skyrocketed into the thousands. So, he started counting fingers success. He inherited the family business, much to the disdain of rival gangs. The former tough guy now had a serious image makeover. Talk about a plot twist. Rival gangs decided to put him in hot water. One student was begging the thugs to leave the school alone. At that moment, the principal and all the teachers stepped in bravely. They weren't backing down. Classmates worriedly rushed out, playing right into the hands of the thugs. To witness one person helplessly losing the most important thing in their life was an immense blow that must be. He picked up the megaphone and broadcasted our main dude's identity for all to hear. The principal, realizing what happened, hung his head low. The classmates were in disbelief. But when our main dude saw the class beauty's disappointed eyes, he couldn't take it anymore. He lunged for Kimoda and punched him right in the coat. But seeing his classmates' terrified expressions, he regretted it. The beauty once said she hated violence. Surprisingly, Kimoda, who took the punch, now looked thrilled. He realized he hit the weak spot. Then he turned his rage to innocent classmates. Seeing his classmates getting hurt and his teacher bullied, our main dude decided he couldn't take it anymore. With a mighty roar, he summoned the storm and charged straight at Kimoda. He dashed through the pouring rain. No stopping now, even if the class beauty hated violence. He wouldn't, in his heart of hearts, allow his cherished school and classmates to endure any repercussions due to his identity. Consequently, the police ultimately apprehended all those troublesome hoodlums. And that included the tornado of a guy. He kept his head down, unable to face his classmates. He felt guilty, knowing he became the most hated person in Class Beauty's eyes. Expelled. That was the consequence of breaking school rules. The classmates couldn't handle it and Fen left the classroom. Only the teacher stayed by his empty desk until night. The next day he visited the detention center. Even though it all started with deception, he wouldn't abandon our main dude after all. He was his teacher. And don't forget to subscribe.